you're assuming there's a notion of privacy. I mean, I was with a publisher of a major news media site today, and we were talking about privacy. And we were saying that if we went out in the street and you asked 100 people about privacy or cookies or whatever, they wouldn't even know. I mean, so. I think that the vast majority of people, even educated people, don't have a sense for the data that's being collected about them, and that's being used to target at them in positive and negative ways. I think there's an awareness of spyware and viruses and things of that nature because it's very much in your face. But just simple things like how your data is being used on all these websites, or what what rights you have to that data, and to get that data out of that system, even if you want it. People have no awareness of, and I think it's gonna take a 9/11 type of event for privacy to really shake people. That shakes people to their core and recognize they got to pay attention to this, and then and only then, I think, will they take responsibility. The terrorism model is probably right. If you saw 5 young guys on a plane dispersed around the airplane that were kind of doing suspicious things, you would pay attention to it, and you would maybe tell us the flight attendant, and obviously, God forbid, if they did something, I think that the likelihood of us having another attack exactly the same way that those guys did it is impossible. There's too many people on too many planes that would try to stop them because we saw the movie already. I think that, and we have an awareness now about terrorism that we didn't have before. Same thing I think happens with privacy. I think it's going to be, there's going to be some sort of 9/11 event that takes place where it's some giant breach that affects a lot of people of some kind, whether it be, maybe it's with the government, or maybe it's with, a major bank where, I mean, literally people will lose their livelihoods or whatever. That will shake people to their core and recognize that, okay, I now got to take privacy into my own hands as a user and do something about it. No, I haven't seen any. I mean, I think that what I know that everyone's worried about is Google, but they seem to be doing an incredible job with how they let you export your data. Pretty much any data you put into Google, you can either delete or export easily, which you can't necessarily do for Facebook. There's no way for you to export your address book on Facebook if you want to. If you end your relationship with Facebook and say, I want to delete my account, I think there's been some problems with that in the past, but you can do that now pretty easily. But if you want to take those connections with you and that contact information with you, or your photos with you, good luck. You're not going to do that. Google's doing a better job of that, but I think we're going to see those expectations rise. That people are going to want to have more of their data exportable, and I haven't seen some companies that are really like nefarious doing stuff, because I think that stuff just gets outed in a hurry. And but it's more the stuff that's being collected behind your back that you got to worry about.